Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
But on the telephone line, she just stepped out of the long-term submissions at the council, is our Janet Holborow, Deputy Mayor, and also our Ward Councillor, Paekakariki, Raumati. Good morning, Janet.
Good morning, Nigel.
You didn't have the power flash there, did you, down at the council office?
No, didn't see anything down this way.
Right, you've had some power flashes, though, in the chambers, listening to submissions. How many days have you been listening to these?
So we're on our third day today. We went 9 o'clock until 8 o'clock on Monday, 9 o'clock till 7 o'clock yesterday, and we've got 9 until 4 today. So a really strong response, and lots of people wanting to come and chat with us. So it's really good to hear some of people's issues firsthand, and also be able to. We're running quite a relaxed hearing process. Yes. Where we're having kind of discussions about things and conversations, as well as just asking questions and providing some responses from our point of view as elected members as well. Of course, people will get official responses from staff, but sometimes we've got our own perspective on things. So it's been really fruitful actually, and lots of really high quality, well thought out submissions. Good.
And what about Paekakariki? They've been submitting?
Yes, so we had a big contingent come in with Lindy McIntyre on Monday. Probably about 20 people came in talking about a return to a council-provided rubbish collection service. So, of course, our initial reaction is, that's going to cost a bit of money when we're trying to save money. But what we've agreed to is actually just sit down and talk about it, because there might be some creative solutions that we can come up with. And obviously there's still quite a lot of dissatisfaction, particularly in Paekakariki, but I believe across the district, with the removal of bags and the fact that doesn't, without the bags, there's no disincentive to reduce waste, not any financial disincentive anyway. So the people from Paekakariki coming from a cost point of view, but also very strongly from an environmental point of view on that one. So obviously a conversation that we'll have post hearings, and we'll see where we can get with that.
Okay.
We've also had quite a lot of submissions about the future of the Tilley Road land post Transmission Gully, and there are lots of different angles that people are coming at with that one. Ecological value of the land, the possibility of some land being provided for affordable housing, which has been another big topic through all the submissions actually, the recreational value of the land, the wind farm that's being proposed there, and also the possibility of wetlands and flood protection. And there's been quite a few people coming in and talking about that. We had a really good conversation with Pete Hanford this morning actually, who helped lead the community discussions around the seawall, about how council might be able to support community discussions and trying to weigh up all those different kind of aspirations and balance the different aspirations, and also provide some groundwork in terms of what the different values are of the land, what kind of where we go from a base point of view. So really useful to have him involved in that discussion this morning too.
The wind farm is a very interesting one. How far has that got ahead?
So at the moment they've done some initial feasibility studies. They've put a little bit of a testing wind tester of some description up there, and it's come back with some quite positive results. They've had 2 community meetings, and they're now doing some more community consultation to work out whether there's enough community interest and enough community buy-in to progress it forward, and that's where it's got to at the moment. So it really depends whether people want to get in behind, because it will be a community project, and whether it's something that people, whether it's kind of high up on people's agendas at the moment, because of course there's lots going on. I mean, one of the themes of the submissions yesterday and on Monday was that Paekakariki is asking council more for support and enabling, because there's a lot of kind of impetus that comes from the community. There's the Housing Trust, there's Paekakariki Orchard and Gardens, there's Ngā Uru Ora, as well as this wind farm, and a whole lot of other kind of community projects. Of course, Friends of Queen Elizabeth Park, the Kapiti Biodiversity Project. There's lots of stuff going on, and it's whether people want to add add another one into the mix, and whether there's the energy in the community really for another big project like that. I think there probably is. There sounds to be quite a lot of interest in it, so we'll just see where it goes.
Would it be just for Paekakariki, or would it be put into the community, into the whatever you call it, electricity system?
I think there are details that need to be thrashed out later. What I've seen, it seems to be more specific to Paekakariki,
Yeah.
but that's not to say that that can't change. I mean, it's very early days in terms of the discussion at the moment.
Sure. All right, well, you've got a busy day again. What submissions closed today? I mean, your hearings closed today, do they?
Yeah, so later on today, 4 o'clock, yeah.
Lovely. Janet, you get
Of
back.
course, the other one, big one, is the seawall, but we talk about that quite a lot generally, so, yeah.
Yeah, well, of course, that's been sort of decided upon, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, at the moment it's going ahead. We do have some people coming in and making comments on it from a point of view of, the being able to comment district-wide on the project. Pete Hanford came in. It was good to have a refresher of what the community design group aspirations were in terms of the community value of the beach and the history, really, of Paekakariki as a beachside community and how much that needs to be valued. So, yeah, it's useful to keep touching on what those values are.
Yeah, sure. All right, Janet, I'll let you get back to it, and thanks for your time this morning.
Thanks, Nigel.
Janet Holborow, Deputy Mayor and Cross Ward Councillor for Paekakariki Raumati Community Board.
106.3 Beach FM.